my YouTube.
One job.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey. Why am I doing this? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
What's up?
And two very special guests here today. This is my best friend Shay and her cousin.
You're annoying.
I'm just kidding. First of all, I call them both my cousins. So this is my cousin Shay and this is my cousin Lex. And today we're gonna have a ghetto mukbang. We are doing what everyone loves: cereal
and milk.
Now she got an attitude because she been trying to eat.
Literally.
So she is really ready. So Lex has almond milk. We have lactate because that's all we got. Because I would have just got regular milk. And me and Shay normally like to put ice in our cereal because it just keeps it cold. Even though it sounds kind of weird, it don't make it watery. Don't even worry. Y'all should try it. But anyway, so y'all, today, I don't know why Lex is acting awkward. Today, the topic of discussion is how to maintain,
I'm punching like shit right
for
now.
real.
You next with those Fruit Loops.
But basically, how to maintain a friendship, relationship with your people around you while being a mother, having kids, or a new relationship. So me and Lexa are new first-time mothers, and Shay is childless, but she has a man in her life, so she has a fresh relationship.
Yep.
So we just gonna talk about how things change. So I'm gonna start with myself, and then I'm gonna give Shay and Lexa the floor. So for me, I am engaged right now, and I have a 1-year-old. And no, I'm just kidding. But the way that things have changed for me in my relationship with my friends is that it's like very distant. Like I'm always at home, or doing what I gotta do, being a mom, being a fiance. And sometimes it can get a little lonely because I just feel like you always gonna need your girls. Like regardless, you just gonna need your girls. Like your husband, your fiance, or boyfriend, they have their places, don't get me wrong. But I feel like you always gonna need your friends. Like just to feel relatable, to feel listened to, because I just feel like nobody gonna get you like your girl gonna get you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need your girls. Like, and I just feel like it changes in the sense of the distance can become a lot. Sometimes you have to actually schedule time to hang out, whereas because I know before we had kids or even boyfriends, we used to just do things just because, and it would be hella sporadic.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. You gotta plan out everything. Who gonna watch your kid? Where y'all going? How long you gonna be out? If your kid is going, do he or she, because we got different genders, have all that they need? Pampers, wipes, diapers.
If you're breastfeeding, milk.
Right.
Enough milk.
Enough milk, right. Or if you want to go to a place where you can pump and feel comfortable. And then you still gotta maintain giving enough time and attention to your man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot. It's a whole lot of. What y'all gotta say?
Cool. So basically, I don't know how people do this because it's hard to stop, talk, and eat.
Yeah,
But what'd you say? I said what you said.
Sometimes you like, yup. I know in my head, I'm like, okay, like she really involved.
Let me say something. Honestly, it's definitely changed because when you're in a relationship and then you're just like, there's no baby, you're able to go out whenever you want and do what you want when you want to do it. And then you don't have to worry about, I'm too drunk to come back home to take care of my child. So, because honestly, I was a wild child, and all about that life. One more shot, okay? And now it's like, no shots. I don't want no shots. I want to be very sober when we go out. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to,
But did that come like, did you feel like you had to be that way, or it came naturally right after?
It came naturally. As soon as I was born. As soon as I found out found out I was pregnant, Lord have mercy. Let me start it over. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, literally I stopped smoking because I was a little cigarette smoker and a vape person. I stopped doing that. I stopped drinking. Everything just went to a complete halt. Like, just because I want my child to be as healthy as possible. I want him to not even know that his mother smoked cigarettes, you know? So, and then
but did it come back after he was born? I mean, he's only been here for 2 months, but like, did you feel like, okay, now that I'm not pregnant, I don't necessarily have to do that?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I definitely didn't feel like I needed to smoke or drink, but you know, there's times where you definitely want to have a drink or two. But I still avoid it because it's just like my child is way more important than me getting lifted or, you know, feeling tipsy or whatever the case might be. Because I would probably never try to get drunk again. It would probably just be me drinking and just feeling myself a little bit. But with the
so you don't see like in the future yourself getting drunk again?
No.
I mean, y'all.
But yeah, I definitely don't want to go past, because I would probably get too happy and keep going.
Okay. So you're saying now you have set like certain standards and certain like
definitely standard
rules in place for you to be the best mother possible.
Yep. Because I already know me. I feel like getting drunk or smoking and stuff like that, not even getting drunk, but just drinking, it alters your mind. And I want to be as alert as possible for my child. But with the relationship, it's definitely changed because certain people, they were only around or they only came around when I was drinking or smoking. So now that I'm not really doing that much, it's like we don't even talk. We don't even hang out.
That's a good point.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of beneficial for both sides.
Because
they may not even be smoking and drinking because we're not together.
Right. Well, I think that's awesome. I mean, for me, I kind of feel like I was like that too, you know, when Kylan was 2 months. Now that she's 1. Anybody want to hang out? No, but my friendships have definitely changed. Well, I already talked about mine. So, Shay.
I think probably yes. At some point, I am going to reach that struggle with balancing, because I've already had like, I don't even know, I guess just feeling some type of way. Well, right now it's not really like, I guess the scale's kind of on one side. So right now it's on the friend side still, because it's still fresh. So it's like, if my friends hit me up, I'm like, bet, all right, see you, like, I'm finna be here with my friends. But then I'd be like, feeling like, dang, like, I do want to be with my nigga. Like,
yeah, but not only that, but it's also different when you live with a person, because now that you live with him, especially since your situation, do you feel like,
he only been here for 1 week.
No, I'm saying, but if I was to say, hey, you want to go blah blah blah, like, do you feel like you're gonna be like, damn, I'm lonely at the crib type thing, you know?
At some point, because Shay always be on the road, you can't never find her, so it's like I can't keep doing that, you know. At some point I don't want to keep doing that, but at the same time it's still, like I said, so new that I'm already like
haven't adjusted to that.
Like with homegirl's birthday party, and then the next week it was something else, and I'm like, alright, I'm be out, I haven't seen this person in forever, I haven't seen that person in forever, which I haven't seen those friends in forever, but at the same time it's like we're still, you know, wanting to hang out and make time for each other, since the week is the week. You got the weekend, really. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I got a good question too for both of y'all too, and whoever want to go first can go first. But remember how this is like kind of an insider, you guys, what I'm about to say, but you guys should be able to relate. But do y'all remember a point where we all were living together and we all like were single, and you know how that mindset we kind of had, which was like not just girl power, but it was kind of like independent, do what you want to do type thing. Y'all remember? Yeah. Okay, do you feel like once you get in a relationship, do you feel like you strip that by choice, going out and do what you want now that you have a living? And I'm talking about living boyfriends, not if they don't live, because I think it really changes if you're living together, and all three of us live with our men. So for you, do you feel like, and for both of y'all, do you feel like you don't really have the same amount of freedom? And if you don't, is it by choice, or did you do that be out of respect for your man? Because I remember it was a time where all three of us had no damn respect for nobody. It was just kind of, I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm me and can't nobody tell me nothing. But now it's kind of like rules are in place, and no one has said these rules though. They're kind of unspoken. Like no one said you have to be home, but it's like, you know, you got to be home. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But you don't want to feel controlled. Yeah. At the same time, like, how do you maneuver through that? Basically, is what I'm trying to say. without feeling like, damn.
I
can't my dad.
Honestly, it is a respect thing because you wouldn't want your significant other just going out, being out all night. No, I had a lot of friends that was gay or lesbian. I would hang out with them past a certain time of the evening. So it'll be like, I'll probably come in around 3 o'clock in the morning, and it will be an issue to him, whether they were gay, straight, whatever the case might have been. He didn't appreciate it because he felt like even though they weren't interested in me, he still felt like it was a disrespect to him because he really don't know what I was out doing. Even though that could be a trust thing. But when we did go out separately, he would be home by a certain time and it won't be an issue to me. Most of the time when he went out and he had time to go out, I was with him anyway. So
right. So my next question would be, do you think that you can be independent, strong-minded is what I really meant to say, and a boss while still being in a relationship? And if you don't mind, can I answer this one from my own opinion? I feel like in all, yes, but the independent thing, no. And the reason why I say that is because I know that people are probably going to disagree with what I say, and that's fine because if we all thought the same, that would be no fun. So let's think differently. I'm going to bring my opinion. Y'all can bring yours. And then viewers, if you guys have something to say, comment down below. We can all have continue this discussion. I feel like in a relationship, a healthy relationship for me, we should both be dependent on each other. Because if we're trying to become one, how can we be independent? That's going to make two. If you're independent, that's two individuals. But if you're trying to become one, you have to be dependent on each other, meaning if we're both teammates, like for example, if we put this into basketball, you got a whole bunch of different teammates, but it's one team. So each team player has a role so that we can all win. We don't have the same roles. You have a point guard, you got a, okay, I don't know that much about that.
You got defense, you got the quarterback. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So whatever the next, it is crazy too because my fiance used to play basketball. But whatever the other positions are, I should have just said football. You got a running back,
wide receiver, quarterback.
But everyone has a specific duty, a specific role that they bring to this team so that we can win the game and we can, whatever. So for a relationship, you have one goal. Everyone got a different goal for the relationship, but I feel like the whole goal is to be married and to be happy, to be successful. I mean, it just really depends. The list can go on. But for us to get to that point of whatever our goal or destination is, we have to be dependent on each other and we have to have specific roles that we play to make this this work. And for me and Tyler, we have specific roles that we do, whether we've said it or it just has happened that way, that help us to become where we're trying to go. I feel like Tyler is the one in the relationship that he's like the fire under your butt. Like if he know that you're trying to do something, like for me, I'm trying to do music. He's the one that's always been like, did you write today? Did you do this today? Oh, we need to get this kind of equipment. He's the one that is always on me. I'm the one that's always trying to ensure that our family union is tight. Like Kylan's daycare. What is Raven doing? What do they need to be, great citizens, great girls? Like, I'm just the one that is always pushing the family thing. Like, always trying to make sure we eat at a table at dinner time. Make sure I'm teaching and putting great encouragement, whatever. I'm not good with words, but just making sure that I'm trying to be the mother of the house. I'm always pushing family. So if you're pushing work and I'm pushing family, then we can still be successful, but still keep our family unit significant. And that's two different roles, but they're both equally as important because you don't want to be broke or unsuccessful. So that's why I feel like you can't be independent. But that's just my opinion.
Yep.
What y'all gotta say?
I agree to an extent. I think that independence is important. Like you still need to have your own identity, which not that you say you can't, but you still have to have your own identity. But I do agree with you in the sense of if you're only independent without regard for the other person, then you're missing the point of your relationship. So I think interdependence, like you're explaining, is very important.
I like how you did that. Good job. What you gotta say, like?
Sorry.
Don't forget the question.
I remember the question. I would have to piggyback off of what you said, Kayla, because we both are family and we both got children. So it's definitely Dean. Dean Bean will be the one who goes out and gets the bacon, and I'm the one who needs to cook the bacon.
Right.
So when it comes to, I'm more of the household person, and I do want to get into my career and things like that. I'm always getting personal.
It's okay. This is what it's called, girl talk.
Okay, but yeah, but for the time being that our son is very young, he wants me. We both want each other to be. I'll have to piggyback off what you say, because since we are both family oriented right now, because we both have young children. Since Dean Bean is the one who goes out and get the bacon, I'm the one who has to cook it, which I'm okay with having to cook, because right now, since our child is so young, I feel more comfortable with being with him since he's at a young age, rather than putting him with a babysitter or something like that, or his grandma.
Not only that, but you're still young too. Tell them your age.
23.
23. So the only reason why I say that is right now you have the time to do what you're doing, and you still got a whole more years to get to your career if that's, whatever you want to do. So
now that I have figured out my career, I have time to sit here and prepare with my child and work towards that. Work on that, exactly. Work towards that. But
all right.
I agree with you, Kayla.
Okay.
Back to you.
Well, I didn't want to make this video too long, so what I'm going to do now, and if you guys want to see more of Shay and Lex, let me know, and we'll continue to do more videos, and if you don't, let me know, we'll still do more videos. But the way I'm going to end this is, so today we talked about basically what has happened now that we have relationships and children, and if you can still be dependent or independent while being in a relationship. And I just want to just leave some tips from each of us on how to maintain a friendship with your girls while being in a relationship, how to maintain individuality while being a mother in a relationship, and
how to be a boss.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say. So I guess what would be your tips, and then we can
my tip is, it sounds cliche because everybody say this, but it's easier said than done, is to not forget your girls, like how we started out in the beginning. Like, do not forget about your friends, especially your day ones, the ones who are there for you regardless of your spouse or significant other. Don't forget your homegirls. And yeah, that's what I gotta say.
That's good. And my tip, I'm just gonna have to piggyback off of that too, because I just feel like you will be a much happier person if you don't isolate yourself to your relationship. If you just stick to your relationship and don't try to make time for your friends, and sometimes it takes an effort. You gotta text them. You gotta,
be intentional about it.
Intentional, right? It don't have to just be them hitting you up. You can do the same thing. But know that life sometimes can create distance. And I'm not saying you gotta always hang out with your girls and always be with your friends, because that's just impossible. But try to maintain that relationship, because when you have your girls and your man, like, it's just nowhere you cannot go. Like when you got some good girls, so some good ride or dies, and your man, like, who gonna stop you? Huh? And then my last tip would be, even though I said what I had to say, I am gonna piggyback up with Shay about the second one, where keep your individuality, stay true to you, but don't be afraid to compromise with your mate, and don't be afraid to not have everything to give. Like, if you don't have to, and this is my opinion, and people gonna agree with me as well, I don't care. You don't have to be 100% whole. Like, for example, when I met Tyler, and I'm trying not to go on a rant, but I do not feel like I just knew myself. I was going through a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I was not where I wanted to be relationship wise. As a matter of fact, I was done with niggas. I was on that whole, like, I'm not messing with no dude, nothing. He just came at a time where I would have not said, oh, this is the perfect time to have a boyfriend. Like, he did it. And I didn't have that, it was right, and I didn't have everything internally together. No, I had nothing really together. But I kind of grew with him. So don't think that you have to be perfect to find a person. And don't go looking for one either, but Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Hope y'all understood it.
My tip will be, when it comes to being a mother, since I'm so new at it, it's definitely convenient to lean on your friends and your girlfriends and your family, because at the end of the day, you are new. And it does not hurt to get help or to ask for help, because you're new at it. Everyone needs help. And if you do have it, take advantage of it. I'm sorry, but it's okay.
It's okay.
So
that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Right. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys loved this video and enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got some tips. I know that, you know, we were stuttering throughout this video, but I'm new to YouTube. They're new to YouTube, or being a guest on YouTube. You know, we're used to talking amongst ourselves.
Right.
So bear with us. We will get better. But the whole point is, girl talk is where it's at. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back for more, and love y'all.